I'm not following this argument. Take the poorest of the poor. If there is no Medicaid program, then they're not going to get health care. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's true. But
and so Congress obviously assumed, it thought it was inconceivable that any state would reject this offer because the objective of the Affordable Care Act is to provide near universal care, and Medicaid is the way to provide care for at least the poorest of the poor. So it just didn't occur to them that this was a possibility. Well, when that's the case, how can that not be coercion? Well, unless it's just a gift, unless it's just purely a gift. And it comes back to the question of whether you think it makes a difference that the money, a lot of the money to pay for this is going to come out of the same taxpayers that the states have to tax for money.
These are federal dollars that Congress has offered to the states and said, we're going to make this offer to you, but here's how these dollars need to be spent. This is the essence of Congress's Article I authority under the General Welfare Clause and the Appropriations Clause. This is not some remote contingency or an effort to leverage in that regard. This is how Congress is going to have the federal government's money be used if states choose to accept it. Yes, it was reasonable for Congress to predict in this circumstance that the states were going to take this money because it is an extremely generous offer of funds, 90+% of the funding. States can expand their Medicaid coverage to more than 20% of their population for an increase of only 1%.
If it's such a good deal, why do you care? If it's such a good deal, why do you need the club?
Well,
it's a good deal. Take it. We're not going to, if you don't take it, you're just hurting yourself. But we're not going to.
That's a judgment for Congress to make about how federal funds are going to be used if states choose to accept them. And Congress has made that judgment. That's Congress's judgment to make, and it doesn't mean that it's coercive.
You have another 15 minutes.
But the point is that there's no realistic choice. There's no real choice, and Congress does not, in effect, allow for an opt-out. I mean, we just know that.